Hello everyone and welcome to another weekly analysis on EMini futures. We'll start with S&P futures. Today is Saturday, November 12th. We're looking into November 14th week. As please do watch my November 7th video, and as described in that video, it pretty much walked like a clock. We are into a squeeze, and the monthly chart shows that went from a negative to a positive, and that's how I traded. And just to show you that there is a breakout in the monthly, so we'll start with the monthly, and I've drawn some lines and some levels already, and we'll go through them through the levels quickly. Let's go to a weekly and look at the weekly here. So if you see, that was the week move, and that was 39.24, and this is like 37.09 previous week, and this last week broke out of those 2 weeks of consolidation, and hence that zone you're seeing, the grayish rectangle, is the zone of a good support area. So if it ever tests 39.24, I'm going to try along in that 39.10 to 39.30 area for sure. And I've drawn some lines here on the weekly, and you can see that it is touching this trend line on the weekly, and hence I am in a short going into next week, but it's small in size, and I'm most probably gonna cover in the 39.80 area and leave a runner if it tries to retest that 39.24 area. If it doesn't, I'm going to take a long and try to target the upper levels, which is 40.20 and then 40.70 area, and then ultimately the 4100 area. You can see here, this is even on the long term, this long term here. So let me draw a line here like that. That is forming a bear flag, or a bear, not a pennant, but more of a flag. And if I even look at the shorter term here, that's also forming a bear flag. So this squeeze is gonna happen, but ultimately it's gonna break either this lower trend, or if it goes into this smaller squeeze here, it's gonna break that lower trend, that upper trend as of now. And when it breaks, that is our signal for taking a short. But as of now, we're in a squeeze, so I am looking only for longs in my full position size. Looking into the 180 days 6 hourly, let's see if we see anything different here. Nothing different, so pretty much the same. So not gonna dwell here much, so the levels pretty much stay the same, and that's definitely the support area as of now, and that's on the top of the support there, so 39.55 obviously. So we'll see if it ever touches that. If not, I'm looking at 39.80 to cover my short and try along for there, because you can see that was a resistance, and those resistance was broken, and it held that resistance, became a support. So hence this is a good area to take long with price confirmation. Let's go into the daily and look for gaps. And if we look for gaps here, that's a gap here. So some point of time in future, definitely market's gonna come and close this gap, and then there is a gap there that I've already drawn a level there, and 40.68 and this here 40.52 are pretty close by, so I'm not gonna change that level. So that's definitely a resistance there. Once it breaks, it's gonna go and fill that gap for sure. Another gap is up here. Now wanted to show you something. Let me draw here extended hours, and let's look at this here. So if you can see, maybe it's not that clear here. Let's go into the weekly rather than the daily. Okay, so this was a bear squeeze up there, a bear flag, so a bull squeeze here, and then it sold off. So if we draw a trend line like that, it is around 63 days of 682 points. So if I want to do something similar projection and I draw a trend line that is 65 days, so around 65 days, right around here, 653, so you can see right around here. That matches with our 4159 level, which is also, uh, a supply level also for us. So looking at that similarity, I would definitely say that that 4160 level is a very strong level, and if we reach there, for sure I would like to try a short. Now it is 61 days from a projection level, so let's look at if that matches with anything else that we know. So we always want to have multiple sources of data, and looking at the VIX future, definitely can see that December, it's they're projecting VIX to be low here and then work out all the way. So we are how many days into this yet? So let's see. We are now around 30 days into this squeeze, so another 30 days, which matches with the December timeline. And so the whole Santa rally happens, and then we hopefully dump and dump very hard, going and breaking these levels. That's what I'm seeing here. Overall, I am going to take advantage of this bullish trend. So for me, position size wise, in my longs, I'm our full size. In my shorts, I'm short, like I'm 1/6 or 1/3 size, and I'm most probably only going to hold my shorts uh, maybe intraday, not more than that, or even hours, if not a whole day. But longs, I will hold, over days. As of now, I'm in a short position, which I plan to cover in that 3983 area, and then again try a long around that area if it comes down to that area. That's all for this week. As always, keep your stop losses tight, your losses small, and your profit at large. Thank you for listening.